And she's making a whole bunch of noise. Okay. So today we're going to use, if you guys remember from last week, oh, I should introduce myself. This is Tammy, Biker Granny from the forum. And www.theairbrushforum.com. Hi, ta-da. And we're going to be using what we learned last week, which was perspective, 1 point, 2 point, how to draw circles in perspective or ellipses. And we're going to take that, what we learned last week, and put it into action on this week, and something that us as airbrush artists might actually do. Psst. Yeah, you could be teaching me to draw, that's for sure. Tada is an excellent airbrush artist, you guys, if you didn't already know. He is awesome. I don't mind that. That's just my daughter in the background microwaving some stuff up. Okay. So this is our reference picture. This is from a car show that we have here locally every year. And I just go around taking pictures, and sometimes they end up as references. Okay, so what we're going to do first... No. Saying so today. That wasn't very fast. Well, back to what we were doing. Okay, we're going to find our vanishing points on this picture here. They're not going to be on this picture here. They're going to be off somewhere else, but we're going to need to find basically where they are. So, and I've printed up several of these, so I'm not ruining anyone in particular. But I will put a piece of paper in here so I don't have bleed through. Okay. So let's find our vanishing points. Okay, so we have bottom of the tire. Well, let's just go from here. The running board, right there. So that's one line of perspective. And then here we have the front end. That's the other one. Okay, so this one's going to go off this way. This one goes off this way. Where they meet is where that front corner is. Then you also have your tires, which we'll do that first. We'll get there. But this shows you basically where our how our perspective is, and that this is in 2 point perspective, because you have this is in a 3/4. So you have the corner of your object here, and you have a line going off to the vanishing point over here, and a line going off to the vanishing point over here. Okay. Now if you notice, the top of this slants down just a hair. So, figuring that out, there's our horizon line right there. So our car is just going to be just a little bit above the horizon line. Most of it's going to be below the horizon line. And then this is the corner of our car right here, with our lines going off to the vanishing points this way and this way. Okay, now we're going to see how we can transfer this, what we just figured out, onto our drawing surface. Okay, so hang your references where you can see them. So I've got this one. I like doing the black and white because then it shows the values, but we'll get to that later. Okay, we'll just put that right there. So first things first, let's figure out where we want our horizon line on our paper. Oh, just knocked something off. Kind of what? Well, yeah, we'll pick it up later. So let's say, because we're not going to do the sky on here, so we want to fill the whole paper up with the car. Let's say about, grab your paper and your pencil. I'm using 19 by 24 inch. You could have, you know, whatever. I have it in what's called the landscape format, which means it's long ways this way. So about, I'm thinking about 2/3, 3/4 of the way up. Let's draw a horizon line. Alright, and back over here. Now we're going to talk a little bit about composition. So we'll do it in a little bit. Okay, so we're about 2/3 the way up from the bottom here. Here's the bottom. Okay, so we'll go about, about there. Okay. All right, so let's look at our picture here. As this stands right here, there's too much junk going on right here. So we're just going to get rid of that. But this is also too close to over here, and which makes it seem wonky, unbalanced. So what we'll do is we'll have this guy cut off. Just to frame it in so it doesn't seem confusing to you. And we'll cut him off right about there. Cut this off right about there. See how much nicer that looks? Yep, get out your paper, a ruler, and pencil. You see how much better this looks than this? That way, if we just left the picture like this, the car gets lost. There's too much junk. So we'll just creatively make a new one just like that. And we're not going to do all this background stuff, but we'll ignore that. And we're ignoring the lady, we're not putting her in there. But that looks much better. The center of the picture is right here. The center of the composition where the little hula girl is. Right here. You have most of your interest here in this area right here, and some interest over here but it reads like a, like you would do normal reading. Go like this. And that's a little bit better composition than if we had all this junk in the way and then the big empty spot over here and big empty sky up on top. Our focus is on the car, so we want to have as much of the car in the picture as we can. So, that in mind, if you want to tape, if you want to do that and on your reference, just tape those on there, that's fine. I'll just ignore them. Draw a line there. Yeah. There. You got that. This lesson's probably going to take us a little bit longer than just a one little lesson thingy. Okay, just that no longer exists according to our picture. So we've got our composition right here. It's nice and balanced out. The car looks like so it's all balanced out now. The car looks like it's coming towards you. It's going to fill up most of our work surface. Well, let's see. Let's check from the center of our picture here for composition. Just do the old X trick like we did last week. Corner to corner. And then there's our center, right there. That would be the center of our canvas. Right there. So, just guesstimating here. There's the center of our canvas right there. Center of our drawing. Okay. You guys found this, which goes through the windshield, through the center of the tire. Okay. Technical drawings like this, yeah, drawing a lot of lines with pencil works, helps. It helps get the proportions correct, because if something's off, then it's off, and you don't know why, you just know it is. So we drew a line through our center right there. It corresponds with the center right there. Our center line. Found the center of our composition here. And transfer that onto your drawing surface. Okay. Okay. So we've got this. This is our center. Okay. Our horizon is right here. It's our horizon line right here. This is the center of our picture plane. Okay, now let's find out where the corner of our box is going to be. You look at this here, right here, where the corner of our object or of our car, it's not centered. We don't want it centered. So what we'll do is we'll guesstimate it and say that's about if you were to divide this area into fours, about 1/4 of the way. It's roughly divided into fourths. It'd be about right there. Okay, so let's start our square. Okay. And we know that that's about a fifth of the way down from the center, our vanishing point over here on this side. So okay, so yeah, just guesstimate right there. It's the center, so it's about right there. This is let's see. It's about 2/3 down from the center, which is right about there. 2/3. I have it. There's the front of our car right there. Okay, work in a little bit on the side here. Okay, now I know that the top of our box, top of our vehicle or our box, let's pretend this is a giant box right here, is going to be just above the horizon line. Okay, so we'll say right about there. That's just above. So let's draw our box. Okay, let's determine where the end of our box is going to be. Okay, we're ignoring the door because it's in a different plane. So there's the outside of our box right there. That's about 1/3 in from the side. So kind of with your eyeballs, kind of cut this into thirds right there. There. Alright, erase all this junk. Okay. Now let's establish our wheels. As you can see, the center of our composition goes right through the center cap. And that the center is up right about there. Because remember, this is our running board. And this make our minor access. This will establish our wheelbase. Okay, we're not going to see that, but we still needed to check out the angle of the fender there, so we know where to put it. So there's our wheelbase. Oh, you can't even see. Okay, there's the wheel facing us. There's the wheel that's hidden by the other wheel well. But we have to know where it is so we can put the wheel well on there correctly. There we go. Now let's find our center line for this fender comes up from the corner here. So we'll just do that. Just round that up like that. Okay. Put that in the wrong place, didn't I? See?